Hey guys, so today I'm going to show you how to make this skort. Yes, it is a skort. It is shorts with a little dress around the back. And this is what you will need. Okay, so you start off by pinning your pair of shorts together. So we're going to trace the front, just neatly together. All the seams needs to align, and then after you've done that, you just trace the front of the pattern, because this is going to be your pattern. And then you just add either 1.5 centimeter seam allowance or 1 centimeter seam allowance, depending on how you like to attach your seams. And you can do this with any type of shorts that fits really nicely if you ever want to make patterns. This is like a little life hack. And then you cut it out. Now we're going to do the exact same thing with the back. Sometimes the back is a little bit more difficult because it has a bigger curve, just more of a curve, so you just want to get that perfectly right so that you can pin it all together and do the same thing. You're just going to pin it together, you're just going to trace it off, add your seam allowance, and then you have your front and your back pattern pieces that you can use whenever you want to make any type of shorts. Okay, so then what you're going to do is you're going to take your front and you're going to trace the one side, it won't change, but then you want to make the waist larger because this is going to be elasticated waistband. So if you take your hip measurement divided by 4, then you just add that amount onto that, and then also the width of your elastic band times 2. And I know the pattern is going to look very, very funny, but it works perfectly because the elastic is going to just pull it in very nicely. So then you're just going to take your fabric and you're going to place your front and back on top of it by folding the fabric, because you're cutting 2 of the front and the back, obviously. Just pinning it down and then just cutting it out. Then just to make it easier, you're just going to pin the front to the front and the back to the back, because you're going to sew those together. So I'm obviously using a mock safety machine because I have it in our classroom, but you can always use just a normal domestic machine having a 1 centimeter seam allowance, or you can zigzag and then do a 1 centimeter seam allowance. It's really up to you. It's just this is stretch, and when you see in the shops, like, this is what they usually use. This is the machine they use for this type of fabric, but it really doesn't matter. You can use any type of machine. Okay, so then you're going to place your front and your back together, and then you will be just closing the side seams of your shorts. So then after that, you're just going to close your shorts, because now it's just basically a little skirt here. And you just want to make sure that those seams, the front and the back seams, are aligned perfectly. And then you're just going to sew that together. Okay, so now I know I'm doing this on the mannequin, but you want to do this on yourself or for whoever you're making this. And just, it's going to be a lot bigger, so just in a way clip it so that it's nice in your waist so that it fits. And then you just want to mark where you want your skirt, your overskirt to start, and pin it onto the fabric of the waistband or the waist area until the other side. And then you're just gonna cut the rest of the fabric off to make sure that it fits perfectly onto the shorts. So then you're just gonna bind all the edges of the skirt part to just make it nice and neat. Obviously, if you're not using matte organza and it's a knit, it's not that necessary. You can just do a normal hem seam, but if you're using matte organza, this is like the easiest way to finish it off. So then you're just going to sew your skirt part, just normal stay stitching, make it like 0.5 onto your shorts so that it is stable and in the right position before you're going to add on your elastic. So you are just, when you have your elastic, that is your waist measurement, you're just going to close it. And then the best way for me to put it in perfectly is just making a little nip in the front, the back, and the sides. And on the same parts of the shorts, you also do front and back and sides. But luckily there's already seams there, so you know where to pin your elastic, because this makes it much more easier to put in your elastic band. This is like a little life hack for how to put in an elastic band neatly. So you're just going to pin it down. Okay, so you can also do this with like a zigzag machine or whatever machine, but it's better with zigzag or the overlocker or mock safety. So you're going to pull the elastic whilst you're trying to put it into the shorts, because it could be smaller because of the hip measurement is obviously bigger than your waist measurement, and that ensures that it comes in a lot easier and nicer. It just pulls everything in, gathers it nicely. So you pull the elastic, trying to get it into the skirts, and yeah. Watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and please subscribe, like, share, comment, and yeah, cheers.